If you want a better physique, you're going to have to eat healthier food and you're going to have to exercise. Not focused on the future, but focused on what you can do today. And by natural law, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction.
And I'm going to be very, very hard on this one. Only risk takers win. By definition, if you are the same as everybody else, if you're not taking a risk over and above what everybody else is taking, by definition, you can't win. If you're doing exactly what everybody else is doing, how can you possibly win? You have to be different to win. You have to take risks.
You have to be crazy enough to think that it's possible. That's how you beat the fucking odds. That's how you create something worth living or dying for. When you truly believe, everything else will figure itself out.
Okay?
You know why they don't support you. They saw you start from nothing. And now you're making moves they only talk about. But here's the truth. You're not building to impress them. You're building because something in you refuses to settle. And when the real ones show up, the ones who see your value without needing proof, that's your audience. That's your tribe. So stop begging for support from the crowd you were never meant to perform for.
Oh, but I am back.
Back making a change. And in your situation now, it sounds like, well, this is less painful.
100%. I think that's the basis of most change. Like, if you are angry, use it. If you are sad, use it. Because, like, what else you can
Run things. Step up, do what you gotta do. Go get some out.
The way you can change is you have to put aside enough money to give yourself a window. And you have to spend all your waking hours outside of whatever job you do planning your escape.
I failed.
Why do we force? So that we can learn to pick ourselves up.
What will you do?
Rebuild it. Just the way it was, brick for brick.
If you play it safe, you're gonna exist. You only get to live when you take risk. Ain't no living in safety.
People either survive in the jungle or exist in the zoo. Few recognize the significance.
You can't be the man if you don't jump. You can't be top dog unless you fight the other dog. Ain't nobody finna give you the championship. You don't win the title without coming to the fight.
You've been given the faculties to do that. Use your imagination. See yourself already in possession of the good you desire.
To fall asleep,
You must first
pretend to be asleep.
That's how it works.
The first million is hard, but the second million is inevitable. And of course, the reason for that is this. As Jim Rohn used to say, he said,
set a goal to become a millionaire. Here's why. For what it will make of you to achieve it. Set a goal that'll make you stretch that far.
I mean, lots of times, but I proved them wrong. I proved myself right.
Are you not visualizing the fight?
Yeah, always.
You are.
I always visualize my fight. You know, okay, if this happened, I'm gonna do this, everything.
the rich get richer, the poor get poorer. Why? It's because the rich think about wealth and affluence all the time. And what do the poor think about? The poor think about lack, loss, and limitation, risk, danger, fear, failure all the time. So if you want to unlock your potential, you have to...
What everybody else is doing, how can you possibly win? You have to be different to win. You have to take risks.
School, I didn't have a good job. I owned the whole company. So then I started to think, I wonder how many things I believe are not true. Most people that are teaching don't know what they're teaching. 80% of the people that teach have never done what they're teaching. That's the purpose of life, to overcome ignorance, develop awareness. The only way to overcome ignorance is through knowledge. And the only way to get the knowledge is to study. Most people, they finish school, close the book, say, that's over. I'm never going to open another book as long as I live. They're screwed. It's all over. Smart's got nothing to do with it. They have shifted their paradigm. They've knocked the wall down and they built an image and they followed the rules. They just didn't know what they were doing. I didn't know what I was doing. I was earning over $1 million a year. I had no idea what the hell I was doing. What I was doing, I was reading this every day. I was listening to the recordings every day. I was reprogramming my subconscious mind.
To live the good way, you have to live the hard way for a while. right? I get to say I'm blessed to buy my childhood home. I have a farm in New York. I have the house of my dreams. I fly in a private plane. I'm 56 years old. I've been hustling every day of my life since I was 14. Time and hustle and failure and getting kicked in the teeth and what you do in the invisible.
The world is so fast. We're not able to think. The most powerful weapon in the world